Steve Greenberg. I am the founder and the CEO of Furnishing the Future. And what Furnishing the Future does, the main focus is to train people who are mostly returning citizens, returning veterans, and homeless in the skills of fine carpentry. I try to set them up within 5 weeks that they have the skills to be able to make furniture, assemble, fabricate, which allows them to work at companies that either makes cabinetry, doors, windows, and furniture, or it assembles this for companies like IKEA or the Sports Authority. So he's learning the various cuts that will be made to actually make a dresser. What John is beginning to do right now is make the carcass of what will become a full dresser at the end of probably another 2 weeks worth of him working. That's the main focus, is the vocational training. The products that they make will actually be functional pieces of furniture, specifically a dining room table and a dresser that will be actually delivered to more unfortunate folks that are transitioning mostly from shelters into their own first housing where they don't have furniture. The purpose of the program is to do exactly not minimum wage, is to start people off as an apprenticeship to a company where they will develop this into a career and it's not just a dead-end job. It's very clear to me that if you don't have a living wage, it sets the seed for trouble later. So the folks that I have already graduated have already starting with companies anywhere from $11 an hour up to $18 an hour with benefits, time and a half, and they're making decent wage. I work with a number of agencies in Philadelphia that service each of these populations, such as the Office of Veterans Administration. Back on my feet, somebody was just here today. There are organizations that cater to these particular populations, and I have arrangements with them that they will pre-screen people based upon what I'm interested in, what I need. I'm basically looking for people that are anxious to work, and they supply the people with me. I interview them, I bring them down here. The next class fills up, and hopefully the next class after that. Well, what I found was that most folks have not a good, strong working familiarity with the math that's needed. It's been a long time since most people have been in math, and they may not have had complete training in math. So there's a fair amount of manipulating fractions, because everything that we do here is based upon adding and subtracting fractions, which enables them to set a table saw, which enables them to figure out where to put a drill press. It all involves detail. So I generally spend the first few days just going over the basics of what would be considered 6th grade math, if I had to guess. From there, I teach them how to use all the tools that would be in a modern shop and how to adapt the math and the reading to those tools. So the guys that are making the furniture here now, their furniture will be delivered to the people who have been moved to a homeless shelter from the first group. And so I'd like to just keep this, and eventually the furniture bank will not be dealing with me anymore. It will just be keeping it in the family. The fact that they know that it's going somewhere, it means a lot to these guys. It really does. What I would tell an employer is to disregard what your impression may be of somebody based upon what you just said, that they're a returning citizen, that they're a returning veteran, that they're a homeless. The person sitting in front of you is probably more motivated than most because they've been derailed in life and they're anxious. Guys that come into my program want to work. And that's what you need to see, is that you're going to make money from these people because these people are going to be dedicated. What else do you want besides an eager person who's motivated and that you think will make you money? This is my 4th round, and so far everybody that's finished with the program has been placed. God, what does this program do for me? This program puts together everything I've ever done. I now am at a point in my life where I can do this, and to be able to teach somebody that really doesn't have marketable skills because they failed at an education or our education failed them. For right now, I'm happy. I want to make sure that it works, it irons out, and it's going. And of course, I'd like to see it get larger. So eventually, I want to be able to see that there's 2 of me and then 3 of me, and instead of 2 or 3 at a time, 10 at a time. So of course, I'd like to get larger. That means outgrowing this space. That's the plan, of course.